Hi there. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 of my favorite food science concepts that I've learned in Fission 101 during this semester. Starting off with my all-time favorite is the Maillard reaction. The Maillard reaction is super common and it can be applied to meats, breads, and a whole bunch of different things that you cook. It basically is when the sugars are reduced in the product that you are cooking, which gives it a much different texture and color and makes it look more brown and crispy. This significantly changes the flavor profile and gives it an amazing texture when you bite into it. Now, moving on to kimchi as one of my favorite fermented foods, it actually occurs through fermentation through the lactic acid bacteria, which will be added to the brine solution while it's being created. This fermentation process significantly lowers the pH, creating an entirely different flavor profile. It contains probiotics. These probiotics are very healthy for your gut microbiome. It can help the ecosystem in your gut flourish. Moving on to a much sweeter side of cooking, let's talk about why exactly cookies rise and how this works. So when you're making cookies, you add baking soda to the dough. This baking soda allows CO2 gas to be released during the cooking process, which results in a much fluffy and much more airy texture that I'm sure many people enjoy and really want in their ideal cookie. The baking soda is the magic behind the cooking, which releases this gas. Sticking with the sweet side of food science, cake science is another interesting thing where I'm sure if you made a cake before, you always wondered why you used liquid oil instead of something like butter. This is because liquid oil significantly increases the water content, which allows the dough to expand more when the gases are released during the cooking process, similar to cookies. However, if you use liquid oil, it's much less dense and will allow the gluten to expand even more while it's cooked. Moving on to something a little more health-oriented, I've always wondered why my whey protein powder tasted the way it did and what exactly whey even was. Well, whey is a product of the cheese-making process, and it's the liquid that floats to the top while you're making cheese curds. Cheese curds I'm sure you've had before, whether it be in curd form or other forms of cheese as it gets processed even more. But this liquid is actually what whey is, and it has very high protein content, making it ideal for a large variety of foods in the gym. So, now it's your turn to apply some of these concepts to make one of your favorite dishes the next time that you are cooking.